This is one movie you want to spend a couple hours watching. Speaking about The Finest Hours, starring Chris Pine.
Well, I'm not going home.
We've got too far! A day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
A person grits his teeth and shows real determination.
Failure is not an option.
That's how winning is done.
Believe me when I say
We can break this army here.
At a time.
And they will know what we can do!
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
this is your time. Seize the day.
That's the Chicago way.
Who's with me?
No, my name is the Lord. When I tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our Independence Day.
The movie is a true story of a ship breaking right in half. Imagine okay, you guys, we all seen Titanic, a big huge ship breaking right in half. That's pretty scary stuff. Think about it. You're in a stormy night with the huge waves, and you're in serious trouble. Who's gonna come and help you? Well, Chris Pine is gonna come and help you and save the day. This movie is a true story. Okay, so nowadays that's the kind of movies we're getting. We're getting we got reboots, we got the remakes, but we also got movies that are inspired by true stories, and we got the really bad ghost story movies. Well, this is one of those movies where you see it's like the greatest rescue or recorded Coast Guard history on the big screen, and in the end, you're gonna like this movie. It's exciting. The scale of the movie is just humongous, because when you see the huge wave, when you see the ship tilting back and forth, and it gets crushed and it starts to fall apart, you kind of get that Titanic feel for it, but not as a big of scale or anything like that. But it's just as exciting, and the build up to this movie is kind of. With every kind of movie, you're going to see a build-up like this, where you're going to see kind of take a little while for it to build up to see all the action, and you're not going to see you expect to see. We saw the trailers. You expect to see devastation, carnage, a sense of panic on the movie. We do see that. You do end up seeing that, but that's kind of like an anchor for the movie. It sets up for it. What I love about this movie is the cinematography of the movie. It's beautiful, and it gives you like a sense of you're there with them. You're in serious trouble. You're gonna drown to death, for crying out loud, and you want to get out of there, and you need to get out of there as soon as possible. So that's the kind of notion you get from watching this movie. You're gonna be like, well, you're gonna be seasick, or something like that. It's awesome. It gives you like a. Okay, you guys remember that movie, The Perfect Storm? I remember I read a magazine, Mad Magazine, and they call that movie The Perfect Snore. Okay, that movie was boring. All right, you sat for like at least 2.5 hours. You watched a bunch of guys argue with each other at sea with George Clooney, and it didn't work, and we thought it was really boring. This movie's not really like that. It's different. Okay, it's based in the 1950s. It's something that happened. And what I love about it is because it has Chris Pine, because I love his work and in Star Trek. That's where I really started to see, and we all see but this is a selling point of the movie for me. Is the action? It's the ship getting destroyed. It's the waves crashing. It's Chris Pine being on this movie because he's a likable guy. I mean, he made me a believer. He could be Captain James Kirk of the Starship Enterprise, and it made you get into it. But that's another movie. I'm just saying that Chris Pine is a likable guy. He's a great actor. He gives you those feelings. He gets you into it. He's a witty guy. He's fun. He's funny. And on this movie, I think he does a really great job. And basically, this movie, I want to give this movie a 10 out of 8 because it's a near perfect movie. It's just that, like I said, sometimes character development and other things get drowned beneath the weight of the weight to see the carnage, to see all the action take place. But when it does happen, it's awesome. You'll love it. If you haven't seen this movie, if you like what you see here and you want to support this blog, please do so. I would love it. Please subscribe to this channel. And have you seen The Finest Hours? If you have, good for you. And I will see you guys soon.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da!
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
The price is wrong.
You got knocked up.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
This is Sparta!
He slimed me.
Who? The her.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
I'll be back.